Hello, hi, good evening. It is I, Sophie. I am here filming a little video. I'm going to review a couple books that I read today, and hopefully you guys join along for the ride. And if you happen to like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps a lot. Helps me meet some new people and all that kind of stuff. So let's just get into it. I have with me both of the first two books of the Dream Harbor series. The Pumpkin Spice Café and the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I finished this one yesterday, and I finished this one like about a week or so ago-ish, roughly. I went through them very quickly. I thought they were super cute. They were super romantic. I, really want to talk about them, so let's get into it a little bit. So we're going to be talking about the first book for a little bit. The first book is about this girl named Jenny who is living in New York as like a secretary or intern for this old guy that passes away, right? So she moves to this small town to kind of get away from that, to start over, and she's hearing all these noises while she's trying to get settled in. So she had like the cafe closed for like a week or so, and then she hears a knock at the door. Someone she hears something. So she goes and investigates and opens the door, ready to fight somebody. And that's when we meet Logan, who is this guy that's kind of to himself. He's a farmer. He helps donate pumpkins and things like that. And he's not really looking for anything romantic at the moment. And Jenny is super hey, this guy's hot. What? And then they kind of start talking to each other. She thinks she's being haunted by a ghost, so he's elected by the mayor at a town meeting to help her solve her ghost issue. And they're both very obviously very attracted to each other because, I don't know if I mentioned this series is contemporary romance. Very Hallmark-esque. And I live for it. For some reason, in my mid-20s, I live for Hallmark. But that's besides the point. This is really good. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I don't remember if I gave it 4 or 5 stars, but I just thought it was so cute. And I absolutely loved the chemistry that Jenny and Logan had. And, they're so cute together. And, the pumpkin-y, the seasonal stuff. If you want something cute and romantic and this very much kind of in my opinion shows healthy relationships and learning about someone you're interested in, those sort of things type deal. So I think this is a really good book. I would definitely recommend it. And if you love cutesy, easygoing, low risk contemporary romance with a teeny tiny little splash of a mystery element, I definitely would pick up this series because it's so cute. I absolutely love it. And now on to the second book. Alright, on to the second book. I know I did a lot of ranting and raving in a good way with the first book, but honestly, I believe the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which is book 2 in the series, is probably my favorite. Just because it follows a lady named Hazel who has lived in Dream Harbor for a really long time, and she's the manager of this bookstore called the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and she's really into this guy named Noah, and she has been for over a year. He's basically kind of new to the town, and she's oh, he wouldn't like a girl like me type thing, but she's nerdy, bookworm, homebody, not homebody, but she likes being home, comfortable, all this stuff, reading a book. And Noah likes to go out and do things and adventure, and he has a boat, so he likes to go out on his boat. He has a fishing business that he has started since settling in Dream Harbor. And she just feels that they're not compatible until these clues start showing up. These freaking notifications, dude. I'm sorry. These these clues start showing up in books in her bookstore. And they're very specific. So she's like, okay, this is weird. And then Noah's like, what's up? What's weird? And she's like, these clues, these things. And he offers to help her. I don't remember if she asks him to help or if he offers. But basically, they end up solving these little clues together and they end up going on dates. They go on these little adventures. They start to get a little romantic, if you know what I'm saying. And things start getting a little heated in a good way. There's a little bit. There's spice. They're adult novels. Just so you know, there is adult content. So it gets very adult very quickly. And their attraction grows. And it's very obvious now that they both are like heavily head over heels with each other, but they're both too scared to say something because of what boundaries they have set with each other previously. So they're like, I don't know if like their mind has changed or if like they're into me like that, whatever. And then come to find out things weren't exactly what they thought, but they end up admitting their love for each other, which is fucking fantastic. And, of course, same thing with fucking Jenny and Logan. Obviously, it's a cutesy romance. This one's my favorite because, honestly, this is going to sound really cringy, but Noah and Hazel reminded me very much of my partner and I and our dynamic. Sorry, child needed me for a second. But yes, as I was saying, like the couple in here kind of sort of loosely reminds me of like my partner and I and our relationship and like things like that. And I just, I loved that so much. And I love how like her characters that she writes are very relatable. And they seem like, they're just people. It's not like they're crazy, whatever. It's like a cute, cleansing, low, like I said, low conflict read that you can just kind of like escape in. And I really appreciate that about these books. And I just really like them. I want to read the last 2 or 3. I just don't know if my library has them because these are library books that I have. But yeah, that is the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. But that is my review of the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore and the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Sorry, I usually have them on me, but screenshot. We get it? So, yes, they were so good. They were so fun. I really enjoyed them. I know not everyone's into like contemporary romance, so if this isn't like the type of book that you'd be interested in, then obviously it's not for you. But if it is something you'd be interested in, I definitely would recommend it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, please like and subscribe if you would like to see more from me. I would certainly love to see more from you. And, happy reading, have fun, do well in school. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, just have a blast. Okay, thanks. Bye.